In the heart of a beautiful African village, life was filled with joy and laughter for Osaze and her husband Rotimi and their beautiful daughter Osime. Their days were spent enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Osaze was a very good cook and her husband looked forward to eating every day after work. Her daughter, on the other hand, couldn't stop talking about how delicious her mom's meals are whenever she's around her friends. Osaze's best friend Etiosa was a frequent visitor to their home. The two women shared an unbreakable bond. As Etiosa walks in, Rotimi jokingly tells her, "You came at the right time, oh. Your friend will finish me with food, with these her delicious meals. I can't just wait to get home every day after work." Etiosa replies, "Why do you think I am here? I am here for the food as usual. My friend, I am beginning to steal your recipes to cook at well in my own house." They all laugh and then began to eat dinner. Osaze and Etiosa often spent hours together, chatting and laughing while Osimes played at their feet. If you are new to the village, you mistake them as twins. Osaze tells her best friend everything, including about her marriage, how beautiful her marriage is, and how much her husband loves her so much. And she always prays that Etiosa finds a man who will cherish her as much as her husband does. As Etiosa isn't married yet, and Osaze looks forward to the day Etiosa finally gets married so she could celebrate her best friend as well. Osaze tells Etiosa, Eti, on your wedding, I will scream the loudest. I can't just wait for it to happen. Osime needs a playmate and I want our kids to be best friends. In short, they can even get married if you give birth to a boy. Osime replies, your daughter is older. It doesn't matter, Jare. Age is just a number. The two laughed off the whole scenario. One evening after dinner, Osaze started feeling uncomfortable in her stomach. She began to throw up. Initially, she thought it was just a joke, so she decided not to tell her husband about it. But that night, Osaze couldn't sleep. She was in so much pain. She couldn't take the pain anymore, so she woke up her husband. "My love, I don't feel so good. I'm feeling so much pain in my stomach." Rotimi held her hands and began to massage her body to see if she would feel much better, but the pain didn't get any better, so they decided to go out that night to seek help. She immediately asked her husband to call her best friend. Etiosa came rushing with some herbal tea that later helped her feel much comfortable that night. Thank God for this herbal tea, I was able to sleep. I think I would just tell Etiosa in the morning to get me more of it so I can feel much more better. As days went by, her condition became worse. The only thing that made her feel much better was the herbal tea prepared by Etiosa. Once she drinks it, she feels really good. So she decided to keep taking it. They called different physicians to come check her and see how she's doing, if they could look for a different alternative, but none of the alternative worked for Osaze. So Osaze continued with the herbal tea. Etiosa said this herbal tea was a recipe from her grandmother, which her mother has used and every other person in her family drinks whenever they are sick. So it became a thing of comfort for her to keep taking this herbal tea if she could get better. One night, she woke her husband up and said, "My love, I am not feeling too well still. I have been drinking this tea and that is the only comfort I find, because after drinking it, I feel better for about a few hours until the pain comes again. I cannot keep food down in my stomach. I love to cook, but I cannot do the things that I used to do before. I can't even sit around and perceive people cook because when I smell food, it makes me throw up. I am very scared. I feel like I am going to die. But I need you to promise me one thing. If I don't make it out of this illness, my love, could you please get married to my best friend? She's the only one I trust that will take good care of our daughter when I'm no more. And she's going to take good care of you as well." Rotimi immediately stopped her. "Please stop saying all of this, Osaze. You are going nowhere. We promise to live our lives together till we grow old. This sickness is just a test of time. You will get better. And I am not getting married to your best friend. How do you expect me to do something like that?" And Osaze replied, "Please, my love, I know what I am saying. Just please do this for me. This is my dying wish. I am begging you. I will speak to Etiosa as well." Rotimi continued to insist that she would not die and she would live long to take care of her daughter, and nothing of such is going to happen. The next day, her best friend Etiosa came to check up on her and see how she was doing. She repeated the same thing to her best friend. Eti, when I'm no more, I want you to please get married to my husband. I have spoken to him as well. I want you both to help me take care of Osime. She's the only thing I've got, and I know that the both of you are capable to give my daughter the life I wish to give to her, since this sickness wouldn't let me be, and I don't think I have a long time left again. Etiosa quickly screamed, "Ha! Don't do this to me, oh. Don't say this, oh. You are the only family I've got. You are the only one that knows me better. Please, I beg you. You will scale through this illness. Don't say that. How do you expect me to even get married to your husband? What are you saying out of your mouth? Osaze, please. You will get better. I am looking for ways for you to get cured. I have called different people and I'm very sure that you will get better." Osaze replied, Eti, calm down. You don't need to scream. It's okay. I understand how you feel. But you all need to start accepting that I would not get better. I am the one that owns my body and I can feel it in me. I am not getting any better. This is taking longer than expected. Just please fulfill my dying wish. When I am no more, get married to my husband and take care of my daughter. Have her like as though she is yours, and then make more babies. Let my daughter have a playmate. Do you promise me to do that? They both started crying. Osaze's mom came to visit her a few days later, as Osime has been staying with her in order to keep the pressure off her husband, who has been her caregiver. She told her mom that, "Mom, when I'm no more, this is my dying wish. I do not want you to question Rotimi. I want Etiosa and Rotimi to get married and take care of our daughter, Osime." The mom said, "What kind of thing are you talking about? You're not going to die. Please stop saying this." She said, "Okay, Mom, but just know that if this happens, they are not bad people. It is my dying wish." That night, Osaze took her last breath and Rotimi's world crumbled. A hole was dug in his heart. He couldn't take it anymore. He felt so empty. Rotimi cried and cried and cried. Osime, their daughter, couldn't understand why she can't see mommy anymore. She kept crying. The pain was just too much for the whole family to bear, including her best friend. So much tears everywhere. After Osaze's death, Rotimi felt miserable. Etiosa would often come over to comfort him and just talk about everything because they were both grieving the loss of her best friend and his wife. She felt broken as well. The only thing that made Rotimi smile was watching Osime play and smile. He just felt a sense of relief whenever Osime is happy. Etiosa was passing by one day and she decided to visit Rotimi at his workshop. She met him there and then they started talking. "Rotimi, we can't continue like this. We need to move on. Osaze would have wanted better for us. I know it is difficult, but I think it's time for us to just move on, especially because of Osime. Whenever you need me, let me know. I will come help you do the cooking, take care of the house, and take care of Osime. She's my goddaughter, you know. I can do anything for her and for you guys. I love you both so much as a family." Rotimi nodded his head and said, "Okay, I'll let you know if we need anything. In the meantime, her hair has been unkept. I need someone to help me out with the hair." She promised and said, "I'll be right at your house after work today. I would make her hair and also cook for you both. It's okay, we all need to just feel much better. We miss her so much." That evening, she ran straight to the house, cooked up some dinner, and afterwards decided to start making Osime's hair. She braided Osime's hair so beautiful that Rotimi couldn't stop smiling. She's like, "Oh, you are such a blessing to this family. I'm so glad that my wife made you her best friend. You are literally her sister. I bless the day the both of you met. You've been so helpful. Thank you so much." She replied, "It's okay. There's nothing I won't do for you both, like I told you today." Etiosa began visiting Rotimi frequently at his workshops, and after that, They go home together. She helps out with laundry, take good care of Osime, and make sure they are both well fed before she leaves for the day. The two of them started becoming close. One evening, after she was done helping Rotimi and Osime slept off, and then Rotimi and Etiosa decided to just have a conversation at the backyard of the house. They sat there just thinking about how Osaze would have felt looking at them right now and how proud she would be of Etiosa helping the family out and making him go over the grief. And then she told Rotimi, "Did Osaze ever mention to you on her dying bed that she wanted us to be together?" Rotimi said, "Yes, she said that, but I just found it really crazy. I'm not sure I would be able to do that. She was your best friend and she was like a sister to you." Etiosa replied, "And I think that is the main reason why we should do it. We need to grant her dying wish." Rotimi replied and said, "Well, let's see." She continued helping the family as she always does, and Rotimi and Etiosa would usually have emotional conversations after each day. It was beginning to be so sweet, and they started getting to know each other. One evening, Rotimi decided to propose to Etiosa in the presence of Osime. Osime couldn't stop smiling as her father had already told her about his intentions, and she gave her approval to it. "Yes, I'm so excited I'm going to be having a new mommy. Auntie Etiosa has always been in my life, and I love her so much. She's like my mommy as well." Etiosa was so excited. She said yes to Rotimi. "I love you both so much, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you both. I love you. Thank you for respecting her wish." And Rotimi replied, "You are also respecting her wish by saying yes. Thanks for doing this. I like you as well, and I hope we'll make a great family together. I'm sure Osaze will be smiling at us wherever she is now." And that's where it all began. Etiosa went back home and took her calabash from under her bed and said, "Yes, thank you for granting my wish. You said if I give this water from this calabash to my friend, she would die and nobody will pin her death to me. And she would be the one to tell me to get married to her husband and tell her husband to get married to me. Everything you said worked out well. Now she can rest wherever she is and know that I am now in charge. Every time she keeps telling me about her husband this, her husband that, now I will be in her shoes and enjoy everything she enjoyed from her husband. This is just the beginning of everything, but I just came back to let you know that everything has worked out well, just like you promised me. I have the ring and I am going to be the wife. Afterwards, I will go on into my plan B and erase anyone that stops me from getting Rotimi to myself, all by myself. Anyone, when I mean anyone, I mean even the child. Yes, even the child."